right, Jade, are you there, Queen?
I'm here. Hiya.
Yes. How are you? Welcome, Jade.
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm enjoying all the sequins that are going on right now.
Oh yeah, always love a bit of sparkle,
Sequins
don't
and
I?
pearls everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So the theme
Absolutely.
tonight is Reach for the Stars. Talk us through your
Yeah.
look.
Oh well, so I'm wearing. Actually, I've had this ages. I bought it in the sale a couple of years ago, and I've never quite, found the right moment to bring it out. So I thought, why not tonight? Give them an exclusive, feed the fans well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, man,
you.
we are loving it. So obviously you've been busy making serves during lockdown, but how else have you been filling your time and keeping yourself occupied?
Oh God, I mean, I've been doing all sorts. To be honest, I've actually been quite busy with the girls, like doing all our music stuff, and we've done a lot of like social media campaigning for the new single. But indoors, I've basically turned into a bit of a nana, to be honest. Lots of jigsaws going on. Drawing, painting, doing some poetry, little bits of housework here and there.
Those are the things that are really important because
exactly.
Pop stars like you get to do jigsaws. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I wouldn't have the time for it usually. So I've been doing a lot of like creative things that I wouldn't usually have time for, which I actually think has been really good for me. And hopefully I can keep it up once we get back to a bit of normality.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to find a new balance to life after this for sure. So, for anybody who is waiting for the TV show to launch, what is it all about?
So, Served with Jade Thirlwall is basically, it's just me having a laugh with a few of my drag queen friends, making cocktails, attempting to cook, which very rarely goes well. And basically, each episode, my mum, Norma Thirlwall, absolute legend, judges it. And she's quite a harsh critic, to be fair. And she's just TV gold, to be honest. So it's been really nice for her, I think, to have something to do whilst in lockdown, keep her entertained. And yeah, it's just been a laugh, to be honest. I feel like everyone originally, when it was first sort of pitched and put in the press, thought it was actually like a proper cooking show. And like this morning asked if I wanted to do a cooking segment and all these things. I was like, I don't think you understand. I actually can't cook.
Did you see the state of my toad in the hole?
Yeah, literally. So when I asked her, I was like, I mean, I could do it and make an absolute tit of myself, or I can just embrace how terrible I am. But yeah, it's been really lovely, and it's been something nice for the fans to see whilst we've all been stuck indoors. It's given me something to do, and yeah, I mean, I love drag culture, I love drag queens, and I love trying to cook, whether it's good or not. And obviously I love having a cheeky bevy here and there. So, yeah.
Dream combo, really.
Yeah,
I love that you have a different theme each week. And I think my favourite one was the Schools Out one with the Vivian, who was the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. And you were also a guest judge on that show, right? So did you know the Vivian beforehand?
I actually didn't, I knew Baga because I'd seen her at Porn Idol in Heaven every other week. But yeah, I'd never met the Vivian before. And I actually remember when I did Drag Race that week, how amazing I thought she was, to be honest. And actually the week I was on wasn't the best week for her. She was in the bottom 2 and she had a lip sync to Power. And I actually remember feeling at the time that I wouldn't have put her in the bottom 2 myself. She was just so stunning, and you could see she had a really lovely energy about her. So it was nice to see afterwards when the show was actually aired how well she did on the show, and of course won it. So I've been to see her since at Liverpool. I went to see one of her gigs there, and I just love her. I think she's hilarious, obviously very talented as well, and just someone that I can really get along with, fellow Northerner. The banter just flows. So yeah, it was a privilege to have her on Served.
And was it like a dream come true being on RuPaul's Drag Race? I mean, that was just like goals, right?
Honestly, Becca, it was the best day of my life. I'm not joking. I don't know, I'm top it. It was, I've been a massive, massive fan of Drag Race, like for years and years. always wanted to be on the show. And thanks to the fans, actually, who are online all the time, just hounding them, especially when it came out that they would be doing the UK version, just constantly tweeting them every day, like, get Jade on. So I generally think that's why they just thought, oh, fuck it, we'll have to put her on, otherwise they'll just keep messaging me every day. So, yeah, it went on the show, and it was just so surreal. I was trying not to fangirl the whole day, and it went all out, you know, lots of hair and makeup and just all the glamour. I thought, if I'm going to be on the show, I have to, you know, fully commit to it. And yeah, just seeing RuPaul in the flesh was everything.
Well, we are, of course, here for Served. So let's get back into all things Served. And I feel like you mentioned her. It's so good. I mean, you mentioned her a little bit earlier on, but I feel like your mum is low-key star of the show with all her stuff. So here's a little clip of what goes down when it's time for judging. Check this out.
Beautiful.
Right, should we dial in the ultimate food critic, that is Norma Thirlwall, me man?
Hey, I'm nervous.
Oh my, that's good.
Well, it's meant to be, but I've put a bit of weight on a lockdown, you see.
That is up your arse, Jade, and see what you've had for breakfast.
So the category is schools out chic, and here's my delightful dish, ma'am. This is called the, what is it called? Scholastic shit show of a meal.
Oh, very nice.
Thanks, ma'am. Off to you, Viv.
This is called Mary's Minge. Smiley Faces Minge Dinner.
I think Jade's looks more like a school dinner. Like, Viv's has got a bit of everything on. I mean, you wouldn't put spaghetti hoops on with peas, would you?
Well,
Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She's got such a great sense of humour, hasn't she?
She is honestly the funniest woman that I know. Just incredible everywhere. I love her to pieces. And when I asked her to be on the show, she was like, me? You want me to be on the show with you? I was like, absolutely. Just because I know how entertaining she is for me and my friends anyways. And she's just been absolutely brilliant. And you know what? She's really like just ran with it and had a laugh with it. Every week, even when the show was over, she's like, well, what am I meant to do now? Every week. Nothing to do now while I'm stuck indoors. So I'm trying to find other ways to keep her entertained. But yeah, she's been absolutely incredible. And it's been really lovely, actually, having, you know, something like that to do together. We've never, like, worked together before. Not that I would call this work, because we've literally cried laughing every week. But yeah, she's an icon. I feel like she should get her own TV show off the back of this, to be honest.
I feel like there will be a spin-off show at some point, for sure.
She said, I'm just saying now whilst we're live, Norma Thirlwall, she wants a blue tick. She wants to be verified on social media. So will someone sort it out for her? Because I'm sick of telling you.
Yeah, Sky VIP, sort it out, all right? I'm sure they will. Now, what blows my mind is that this was all filmed in lockdown. Like, how did you get it to look so slick?
I mean, nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing to do with me. I'm so bad with technology. Thank God Zach was here just before lockdown. I asked Zach if he wanted to stay with me and Holly, so that he wasn't on his own for however long it was going to be that we'd be stuck indoors for. And he's just been an absolute godsend, to be honest. And when this show came about, I literally said to Adam and Rich, who had directed the show and came up with the whole idea and stuff, I was like, how am I meant to do this by myself? Everybody knows how terrible I am with technology. I can't do any of it. So yeah, Zach's literally done it all. So we've had like a laptop, we've had 2 iPads on the go. What is that little camera thing called? GoPro. The phones. GoPro. Yeah.
Oh wow, all the tech.
We've really made it work.
I need to give Zach a round of applause because he's killed it. Oh, Zach! Come on!
Show you Everyone's gagging for it. Here he is, the star of the show.
Yeah!
Okay, so Jane, listen, let's talk about Global Pride Day. It's happening tomorrow, and of course it's London Pride tomorrow as well. You guys actually did a special episode with Shea Coulee celebrating Pride, right?
Yeah, no, it was amazing. And I've honestly been such a huge fan of Shea Coulee ever since she was on Drag Race. So to have her on the show was just incredible and really important, I think, for me to have her on the Pride episode, just because I love everything she stands for. You know, she's obviously an incredible drag queen, but she's also very vocal on any social issues and social media. You know, whether it's about the Black Lives Movement or, you know, supporting Black trans people, she's always been very vocal, with her activism. So, yeah, it was amazing to have her on the show. I absolutely idolise her and, yeah, big fan.
Nice. Well, let's have a look.
So the theme today is rainbow theme, in case anyone hasn't noticed. So I just wanted to know what Pride means to you.
Pride means to me just being unapologetically visible. I have the right to occupy space and be myself exactly as I am. I am a perfect design. The way that I am is I'm not flawed, so let's come together and celebrate how beautiful we all really, really are.
So amazing. Yeah, love that. Another round of applause. I mean, obviously you have a lot of fun filming this during lockdown, but I feel like it's also important to note that there is a serious side as well to being under lockdown if you are LGBTQ+, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like a lot of the LGBTQ community may be suffering if they're stuck indoors with like family who aren't very supportive of who they are or haven't quite accepted them yet, or they definitely would be struggling with that. And I feel like one of the reasons why we did the show as well was to give people a bit of light entertainment, because, you know, this has been a really tough few months for everyone mentally. So yeah, it was about giving people a bit of light entertainment, making them smile a bit, and sort of raising awareness, I think. And I'm very much aware that I have a huge LGBTQ fan base, so it's important for me to do things that show support for them and constantly raise awareness and do what I can to help with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the great thing about the show, is that you bring together a community, and like when I was watching it, I felt like I was a part of it with you guys. You know what I mean? So I can imagine that's universal all around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, the show's already been up on Facebook and on YouTube. So how have you found the reaction from your fans so far?
It's just been mental, to be honest. I feel like the hardcore fans sort of get my banter and know what I'm like. But in terms of a more sort of general scale with like the general public, I don't think people have really had that much of an opportunity to see my personality properly, like on my own, and what I'm like, and the banter I have. So yeah, it's been nice actually showing people my personality more, I guess. Right there. And
I'll back up to over there.
Yeah. No, it's been really, really lovely, actually. It's all been very positive. I've seen a few dodgy headlines, you know, off the back of it that I've had to explain to me dad while I'm like throwing a dildo around on the camera. There's been a few awkward conversations with my family. But no, it's been really, really amazing. And I'm so glad that I've done it. The response has been incredible. And I think it's just been nice giving the fans some content to enjoy while they're being stuck indoors. It was about trying to find a way that wasn't just another Zoom quiz or another Insta Live. You know, there's been all these things that have been constantly happening whilst we've been stuck indoors. So me, Adam and Rich tried to find a way of doing something entertaining that hadn't been done to death. I feel like this did it, hopefully.
Yeah, you did. You nailed it. And it's obviously going to be airing on TV, on MTV from Monday, 8:30 p.m. What is different about the TV version of the show?
So the TV version, there's going to be 3 episodes, and basically 2 of the episodes online will be merged together. There'll also be like exclusive new footage, behind the scenes bits, things that people haven't seen before. So it's going to be definitely worth a watch, and it's on Tiller, so it's a big deal for me. I mean,
that's a big deal. Now you've also had some very special extra guests dropping in. Take a look at this.
Right, so before we tuck into our cakes, I want to dial in a very, very special friend of mine, my sister, love her to pieces. She wants to say hi to you because she knows how much of a fan you are. It's Lily. Hi! Oh, look at you, you engaged, beautiful woman.
I mean, I can't believe it. You guys look so glamorous.
Thank you. It's rainbow theme. It's rainbow theme this week. So you guys haven't met each other. So Leanne, this is Shay Coulee. Shay, this is Leanne.
Hi.
Hi, so nice to virtually meet you, girl. I've been such a fan for so long.
I can't wait to see you. Have a massive cuddle. I'll probably cry when I see you because I've missed you so much.
Babe. I love you and I miss you so much, honestly.
And we'll probably get drunk and sob to each other.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, actually, you made me really emotional with that. You must be missing the girls so much.
Oh God, I've realised actually during all of this how much I rely on the girls for their energy and every time we go to work we literally cry laughing every time. So to not have that around has been quite difficult. And yeah, I just adore them all. And we've constantly been messaging each other saying how much we miss each other and can't wait to see each other again. And then obviously Lee got engaged, which was just amazing. I know, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it. It's been a long time coming, but bless her, she's been gagging for it for years. So to finally have it happen is so lovely. So yeah, it was lovely having her on the show as well. I love her to pieces.
Yeah,
and I had other special guests as well. I had Kim Woodburn, iconic. She's actually just sent me some mugs in the post.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like me and Kim are besties now. We've had loads of Luke Evans. Who else did we have on the show?
That's Karen from Queer, right?
Yeah. So it's just been amazing, to be honest. And all the time I felt so stupid while I've been cooking something really crap, trying to like interview these incredible people. But yeah, it's been great.
I mean, I feel like they're all doing exactly the same thing. Don't worry. Listen, I want to go back to Little Mix real quick because I know that you had a tour planned and it had to be rescheduled. Is there any news on that? Like, what's going on there?
Yes, we actually had a call about this yesterday, just to discuss, what the plan of action was. And I feel like even now, it's all still very, very much up in the air, isn't it? Nobody really knows what's happening still or what you can and can't do. So we're hoping to tour next year and try and lock some dates in, and I'm sure when that happens we'll announce it as soon as we can, because we were so gutted about the tour this year. It was going to be the biggest one yet. All outdoor stadiums in the summer. It was so lovely, but at the end of the day, we're still very grateful to be in the position that we're in, and it doesn't mean that we can't do it in the future. But yeah, hopefully the fans can come and see us very soon.
Yeah, and when it happens, it's going to be bigger and better than ever. So it'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, listen, we're going to be throwing to the questions from you guys at home very soon. So make sure you submit them using the comment box below, and we could be asking your question very soon. But Jade, it is now time to harness your inner Norma, because you're going to be judging the cake-off, all right? Now, we actually took inspiration from your Rainbow episode with Jade Thirlwall. Should we take a look at the creations?
Okay, Shane Jade, shows your cakes. How have you done?
So this is my cake. I've decided to name this cake Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
This is what I like to call rain-a-cone.
Oh, that's so cute! I love.
Wow.
Nice. So, Jade, 3 of our very own Sky VIP viewers have been sent a ready-made cake with all the trimmings to create their own extravaganza in the theme of Reach for the Stars, Eleganza. So, shall we meet our 3 VIPs?
Yeah.
Here they are. Okay, so first we've got
Hi.
Amy from Scotland. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi, Amy.
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. How are you?
Good. All right, we're going over to Tom in Dublin. How are you, Tom?
Hi, Becca. I'm good. Hi, Jade.
Hi, Tom. You all right?
All good here, yeah.
Nice. Okay, and over in sunny London, it is Camilla. Give us a wave, Camilla.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Queen. I'm good. Jade, you good?
Yes. Hi, Camilla. It's so lovely seeing some new faces, to be honest. I've been staring at Zach all day, so nice change.
3 lovely faces as well. Now, listen, let's start with Amy. I absolutely cannot wait to see how you got on with this. Shall we take a look?
My idea for this cake was something out of this world. I suppose you could say it replicas Mars. It's just to be a bit eccentric, because we all know that drag queens love to be out there and a bit over the top, which is great. So that was my kind of inkling into it, was to channel my inner drag queen and just go a bit wild.
Yay! That was so good. Nice one, Amy. It was so
That's
good.
amazing.
It was hard.
Was it? Did you find it really difficult?
Do you know what? It wasn't hard. It just took so long because it was so like individually everything needed to be done in layers.
Yeah.
And it took so long, but it was worth it.
I could never do that. Yeah, you got it.
Can you hold it up to the camera?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't drop
Don't
it.
drop it.
That is actually incredible.
It's so good. So
Do you know what?
good.
You deserve a handshake for that. I'll give you a virtual handshake. Congratulations.
There we go.
Love. So, Amy, listen, I know you look after insurance claims, right?
Yes.
Is that your job? Yeah. So
Yeah, for my sins.
what's like the oddest insurance claim that you've ever had to deal with?
We get them all the time, and usually find the odder they are, the more genuine they are. But the weirdest one for me was I had a customer try to claim for some cows. So I work in household insurance, and I had a customer try to claim for some cows. She wasn't covered, bless her, but she tried.
Oh, she failed. But hey, yeah, I mean, absolutely love that. So were there any cake disasters with this magnificent cake that you have created? Did you have any struggles?
Just when I brought, so I had it, because it's been quite warm here in Scotland, I had it up in the spare room where it was, and the curtains could be shut, it was dark, so that it wouldn't melt, because it was too big for my fridge. So when I brought it down, it kind of slid, so I actually have like a bit of a broken star, and it looks a bit like a Frankenstein creation. I don't know if you can see it.
Let's have a look.
So I had to
I think that's still
put it together.
That's still pretty. I actually wouldn't have clocked that if you hadn't have said. So you probably shouldn't have mentioned it. To be honest, I made deduction points accordingly. Thank you.
Honesty.
Listen. Jade, are you impressed? Impressed so far?
Yes. I'm not gonna lie. I actually wasn't expecting them to be that good. I thought it was going to be a bit rubbish, but it was actually really amazing. I'd love to know how you do that, to be honest.
Nice. Well, listen, thank you so much, Amy, and good luck. We're going to move on over to Tom now, over in Dublin. Let's take a look.
Here comes Tom.
So the cakes have arrived, 2 boxes like this from Sky, and it's time to start putting the cake together.
Come on, Tom. We got the slow clap, guys. We got the slow clap.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Love it. I love the colours and that.
Yeah, really impressive. How are you getting on in lockdown?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mad 3 months. Like, I think obviously like everyone else, just been kind of working from home and trying to make the best of a bad situation. But you know, it is what it is, and we'll get out the other side of this. So
yeah, for sure. Are you in lockdown by yourself?
it's me and my other half, Lee. So just the two of us in our tiny little apartment.
Oh, hello, Lee.
Lovely.
Send our love to
He's
Lee.
in the other room.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's watching.
So, what's the drag scene like in Dublin?
Sorry, say that again?
What's the drag scene like over in Dublin in your ends?
Oh, it's
I've
a
never
bit
been.
smaller. I think. Well, I'd say it's a bit smaller. I'd say it's smaller when you look at, like, say, the UK. Obviously, like you, a lot more. I would say you have a lot more clubs and a lot more shows on, but we still get our fair share of queens over here. I mean, like, even though everything is cancelled right now, I know that lots of like queens from the most recent season of Drag Race are going to be coming over here soon. So next year, so there's plenty of stuff to look forward to.
Absolutely. I've had a few good nights out in Dublin, to be honest.
Yes, me too, actually.
On the road. Yeah, it's so good.
We know how to party.
All right, so listen, can you tell us your cake one more time? Let's have a little have you got it there?
Yeah, let's see.
Try. It's literally the heaviest and the most, well, it's the tallest cake I've ever decorated. Oh my
I bet
gosh.
you can't wait to eat it.
Oh
my goodness.
You know what, it's been really tough. This has been sat here, and like Amy was saying, trying to keep it away from heat and sun and everything else. It's been such a challenge trying not to eat this for the last few days.
It's probably a bit stale now, to be honest.
Well, I'm
probably
sure
got
it's
a bit stale.
inside, I hope. I'll dive in afterwards anyway, you know, and give it a try.
Yeah,
but, yeah, that's my little cake anyway.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the top, the shoe, and everything.
Yeah, I've got a very small shoe on the top. I think you would struggle to get your foot into that one. And
I'm a size 2 to 3, so it might fit. It might fit.
Maybe. I put the little shady fan there front and centre as well.
Isn't it, Jade? Are you impressed?
I think it's amazing. Yeah, I love all the colours. You've obviously got a bit of experience with the frosting and stuff. I love all the like decoration on the top and the shoe, of course, and the shady fan. We actually have a fan on 2 hour wasabi one, just as for wasabi. And so yeah, I very much appreciate that part of the cake. I think you've done incredibly well. Yeah.
All right, wicked. Well, thank you so much, Tom. We're going to see you in a minute. We're going to go over to Camilla now and see what happened with hers. Check it out.
Hi everyone, I'm Camilla and I'm going to be decorating a cake today for Sky VIP, but I can't do that without the help of my pit crew. So please welcome pit crew member number 1, the gorgeous Martine, and pit crew member number 2, the gorgeous Glenda, and pit crew member number 3,
Jake.
I'll meet you in the workroom. Stars. Hearts. Oh, and some red, like flakes.
Oh, some hundred. Oh, okay. Nice save. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, yes. Three, two, one.
This is the finished goods. It's glittery, it's colourful, and it's gorgeous.
Look at that. Lovely.
All right, there we go. Yes, the winner. Absolutely killed that. I feel like, is it a party in your household every night or something?
Yeah. Honestly, it's always a party. We have so much fun.
Love it.
So much fun. I'm guessing you guys are quite into the whole drag scene.
Pardon?
I'm guessing you guys are quite into the whole drag scene.
Yeah, we love it. I went to my first ever drag brunch, which was so much fun, and obviously it's all over Netflix, and it's so much fun. I just love how much drama and glam there is.
Yeah.
Amazing. And did you have you forgiven Jake yet for the whole spilling of the hundreds and thousands?
Well, have I forgiven you?
Hello. I haven't forgiven myself, so apologies.
I mean, I wasn't surprised it happened, because if it was going to happen to someone, it was going to be Jake.
Right. I feel like I'm the Jake. That's what I would say. So
listen, Camilla, hold the cake up. So Jade, let's have a look.
Show us the cake.
it.
So it's quite a bit of a mess. We didn't really know when to stop. So we kind of just kept going and just kept going and just kept going.
Do you know what? It is like a rainbow's just vomited all over your cake.
It really is.
In a really lovely way. So yeah, I think it's brilliant. The way you did the rainbow and then got the knife and like smoothed it all out. Wow.
Well,
got some technique. You've been watching Bake Off.
Well, the thing is we did the rainbows on the front first, but the rainbow smudges on the back are so much better and neater. We should have done it the other way around. But it's fine.
I think it's brilliant. I love all the detail. Yeah, I feel like you guys are a bit like me. You just sort of throw shit on and hope for the best. And do you know what? That's also valid as a way of doing things. So I think you've done a really great job. You should be very, very, very proud of yourselves. Yeah. I don't know who I think I am judging all this, because I could never do any of this. And here I am judging. But yeah.
No, we trust you, girls. So listen, thank you very much, Camilla. It's time now for Jade to make her. Yeah, all right, another slow clap. Let's do this. It's time for Jade to make her deliberations now. And Jade, remember, this is based on the cakes and not the videos. It's all about the cakes, all right? So everyone, hold up your cake. Let's have a look.
Oh, this is this is intense.
What do you think? Let's go through them one by one. Yeah. Let's start with Amy. What do you think about Amy?
I love that Amy has literally decorated the whole cake and covered it in icing. I love it's very artistic, isn't it? And it's very representative of was it Mars that you were doing? Can't remember which planet it was now. That's the one. Yeah, and that's obviously a very fiery, passionate planet. And I feel like you really represented that in this sky for Pig Cake. So yeah, I think it's fantastic. What am I talking about? I've got a fucking clue. I've got a clue. It's great. Well done.
Tom? What do you think of Tom?
All right, Tom. I feel like, Tom's gone with a more simplistic approach here. I love, the little details, but they go a long way, don't they? The shoe is obviously a massive part of drag culture. I personally love a high heel. Not so sure about the polka dots, however. That's not a choice I would have made. But the fan is really doing it for me. I love the piping. Is that the term? Pipe work? I don't know. I haven't watched Bake Off in a while. Yeah,
and what
really good. Well done.
Camilla's. Let's take a look at Camilla's. Let's do it.
Camilla's is basically what would happen if a unicorn shit themselves. And I just think it's fabulous. I love the rainbow theme. Oh, someone dropped their cake. Amy, I thought you dropped your cake there. No, just my phone. Right, okay. But yeah, Camilla's cake is very loud, very proud, and I'm very much here for it. So, well done.
Thank you.
So what do I have to decide now?
So, yeah, Jade, who's the winner? Now is the time. Let's do this.
Oh, God, can I get a second opinion? Zach, please, help me. I need a second opinion. This is what happens when you're in a group dynamic. You can't make any decisions for yourself anymore. I'm not used to it. So I've got 3 mugs here with all you guys on. And whichever mug I take a sip out of is the winner of this very important competition. Right,
let's have a look at the cakes again.
I'm just going to deliberate quickly.
Oh, the tension right now.
Which one? Yeah. This one.
Who's it gonna be?
Yeah. All right. That's what I was doing. Yeah. Okay, are you ready, guys?
Yeah, ready.
The winner is. Amy!
Yes.
Yes.
Well done.
I'm so
well
surprised
done.
at that.
How are you feeling, Amy?
I am over the moon. Ironically, with it being Mars. I did not expect that at all. I honestly thought, oh no, I'm going to make everybody laugh.
Amazing.
I mean, it's not a bad
they're all
Friday night, is
amazing.
it? You got Jade judging your cake, and you're going to win an exclusive pair of MTV earpods. Great
Well
Friday.
done, well done.
Oh,
also,
absolutely.
massive well
Really
done to Tom and Camilla. It was a very tough decision, do you know what I mean? So please do forgive me.
Yeah, everyone absolutely killed it. So well done, guys. Now, you guys are all going to stay on, actually, because we're going to move over to your questions. We've got a couple of questions from you, and then we've got some from the fans who are watching Sky VIP. Well, since you won, Amy, should we start with you? What was your question?
Yeah, go for it. So mine thing is more, because I'm a nosy person, really, was what did you find going from just kind of doing everything and becoming part of the most famous girl band in the world? Like, what was your thing did you find you struggled with the most in the change of that?
Yeah. I think, well, originally the thing I struggled with the most was just the huge change in my life so drastically and so quickly. You know, when I first got put in the group, I was only 18. So when I went on the show, and all of a sudden you just become famous overnight, and it's so overwhelming. Even now, to be honest, I'm still not used to this whole idea of being famous. Like, sometimes I forget when I just nipped the Tesco's looking really scruffy and someone asks for a picture, I'm like, oh God, I forget. But that's probably one of the main things that I've struggled with, and just being away from home as well. You know, I'm a proper home bird. I'm from South Shields up north, and obviously I live in London now for work, and I have done for nearly 10 years. But I really, really miss my family and my friends from up north. So yeah, those two things I'd say.
Nice, thank you for your question, Amy. Tom, do you want to ask your question for Jade?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, Becky, you were mentioning earlier about Jade. You were on Drag Race UK for the very first season last year, and I suppose I was wondering, like, when did you first kind of find out about like drag culture and the art of drag, and like if there was like one thing about it that you could pick, like that you love the most, what would it be?
Good question. Well, actually, my first sort of experience of drag queens was when I was really little. So every year, me and my family would get the coach to Benidorm and we'd go and watch all the sort of drag queen shows there. And I just remember, even from such a young age, being absolutely fascinated by it all. And these queens would come out in, you know, their feather boas and these fantastic dresses, and they'd sing, you know, like Shirley Bassey and Diana Ross and Cher. And I just absolutely idolised them right from the off. I was always a massive fan of like the big divas, like Diana Ross is my ultimate idol. So yeah, even from really a young age, I've always appreciated the culture. But it wasn't until I actually moved to London that I really began to understand it more, you know, going to a lot of the sort of gay bars with my friends and seeing a lot more drag shows. And of course, Drag Race happened. And I was just, transfixed from the get-go. I was like, what is this show? It's incredible. So yeah, always been a fan, but only in the past sort of few years have I really truly understood how amazing it is. And I think the thing I love most about drag culture is just this whole idea of transforming yourself. And I really see it as an art form. It's so incredible that these queens can do that and radiate such an incredible energy on so many people. You can't watch a drag show and not feel entertained or walk away from it, you know, feeling wholesome and happy. And actually, a lot of the drag queens that I've met, especially on the show Unserved, a lot of them are quite shy in real life. And, you know, being a drag queen for them is very much their alter ego and helps them be more confident in themselves. And I just think that's amazing. It's kind of similar to what me and the girls have to do when we get on stage. You know, you transform and you have this alter ego. So yeah, I've always admired it, and I just wish that I could be a drag queen, to be honest. Really do.
No, thank you for your question. We got one from Camilla now. What did you want to update?
Hi. Yeah. So I was, as you guys were talking about it earlier, I was going to take Jake to his first Little Mix concert in Hyde Park, and I'm so gutted it's cancelled. But do you think now, because you've got all this like show with all the drag queens, you might possibly bring out some of the drag queens if you perform live? That would be amazing.
I would do that for every show if I was allowed to. My life would just revolve around drag queens. Yeah, we've done a few things before. We did a Pride video for Bounce Back where we had like drag queen personas of ourselves. Yeah, I'd love to. And actually, we have something very exciting in the pipeline, which I can't talk about because I'll get in a lot of trouble. But I'm sure that you'll be very, very excited about it. Yeah, some sort of collaboration is going to happen very soon.
All right, well, thank you for your questions, guys. I'm going to go over to the fan questions now for the people who are watching at home. And actually, the first one that we've got here is from Norma Thurwall, Jade's mum. And she says, "Are you mad at me because you didn't win, Pat?"
No, I'm not mad. Do you know what I was actually a little bit upset, disappointed over was the cake decorating with shake weight, because I'm not going to lie, I genuinely thought mine was better. I really do. I put my heart and soul into that cake decorating. I'm still a little bit better about that. Yeah.
No, the rainbow inside it though.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Norma. I love that she's watching.
Thanks,
Hello, Mum.
she's watching,
Yeah,
Hi,
so good. Okay, we've got another question now from Ivan Green, who asks, 3 words to describe you, Jade, are empowering, fun, and talented. But what are 3 words that you would use to describe your fans? Great question.
Oh, the fans. I would say loyal. Very, very loyal. I would say that they are, oh God, I can't think, very loving. You know, I could be having a really, really crap day, and as soon as I go online and see, like, yeah, talk to the fans, I always feel a lot better, so I'm very grateful for that. And then another word I would describe our fans as is supportive, not just of us girls, but of each other. It's really incredible to see over the years, like, how the fans have formed friendships and they always back each other and support each other. It's a really lovely fan base that, I'm very proud to have.
Nice. Thank you for your question, Ivan. Big hello to Andy. Andy says, when you were on Drag Race, did you prefer Bag of Chips or the Vivian? And also, I'm getting married to Frankie in Washington, around the corner from you. Next year, could you give us a shout out?
In Washington? Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't know if I'll be around that way, mind, when they get married. If they let us know the date, I'll see if I can turn up. But, oh, you know what? That's a very, very, very harsh question, actually. I actually love both of them for different reasons. I feel like me and the Vivian probably have the most similar banter. And I love the Vivian's, like, aesthetic. But Baga is just so funny. Very, I feel like she must take a lot of inspiration from, like, the old drag queens and the old sort of British TV culture icons. You know, I feel like Bag of Chips could fit in very well on Coronation Street, you know what I mean? And we all love her for that. So, yeah, I love them for different reasons. I couldn't choose. I'd get dragged by one of their fan bases if I did, so that's not.
Yeah, stay neutral. Okay, so we have a question from Lauren, actually, from Liverpool. She sent in a picture of her cake that she's designed. She's there it is. Yeah, she's a big fan of Everton.
Everton.
Didn't quite make it to the final 3, but very impressive cake.
Yeah, it's good. It's better than I could do. So.
And a big happy birthday to her dad. It's been her dad's birthday, which is amazing.
Happy birthday.
For you. She says, Jade, if you weren't in Little Mix, what career path would you consider going down and why?
Well, I was actually enrolled on a fine art degree at university before I got put in the band. So I think in my head, I kind of wanted to design like musical theatre sets or movie sets and stuff. That was always something I was quite interested in, or just something to do with art, because I really loved that growing up. And I probably would have just kept gigging around the Northeast and trying to make it, I guess.
All right, thank you so much, Lauren. We got 2 more quick questions. One from Emily Dempsey. Hello, Emily. She asks, which drag queen inspires your fashion the most? Good question.
Oh, brilliant question. I would definitely say Willem really inspires me. I think, Willem's just, it's like trashy. Very trashy, like Paris Hilton vibes, a lot of designer wear, all sort of thrown on, and I really love that. Also, I love Naomi Smalls' fashion sense. I think, incredible. I do love a fashion queen, I'm not going to lie, and I do love a good fishy queen in terms of how I would want to look, because I'm not very curvy, you see, so I have to work with my fashion tits and create looks that very much suit that. So yeah,
I'm right there with you, Jade. I'm in the same boat, girl. Okay, next one. We got one more question from Tequila Thirst, who wants to know, Jade, if you could lip sync against 2 other drag queens, who would they be? That's a good one.
Lip sync. Maybe who's really good at lip syncing? Was it Monet Exchange who does the like pretends to do the death drop and does it? I very much fuck with that. I would probably be good with her. Evie Oddly is incredible at lip syncing, but she would definitely win, so maybe that's not a good choice. Or Sasha Velour, I could try and maybe outdo her with the sort of wig moment. I could think of something else instead to make that work for us. So yeah, maybe one of those 3.
Nice. Well, maybe we'll see that sometime in the future, because that would be hella entertaining.
If only.
Thank you to everybody who sent in their questions. I'm going to round it off with one from myself, because I've been dying to know. Are you allowed to have a favourite queen of the whole series? Are you allowed to say that?
Becca. Don't you start with me. Do I have a favourite? And do you know what? I love them all for different reasons. I feel like Shea Coulee is the queen that I've probably idolised the most over the years, and I've never really got the chance to speak to her properly. So that was a proper moment for me, where I was actually a little bit like getting really nervous talking to her. But I mean, because some of them are my friends, so I couldn't possibly pick a favourite friend. Could have like Courtney, I know really well, and Vivian, we're like, pals now. Who else was on? Alyssa was the funniest. Just crazy. From the off. As soon as she came on camera, she was like, ah! And I was like, oh my God, like, she is literally what you see on telly, amazing. But yeah, I'm a massive, massive fan of Shea Coulee, so I was very excited to have her on the show.
Yeah, nice. All right, well, listen, we are nearly out of time, but I do want to say a massive thank you to Amy, Tom, and Camilla, and of course, congratulations to Amy, our winner! Yay!
Thank you.
Well, it was lovely to speak to you all. Mwah.
And Jade,
the pleasure was all
an
ours.
absolute pleasure to hang with you, girl. Have you had fun?
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. I know.
Oh,
Time's
that's a shame. It has, hasn't it?
But listen,
do you know
thank you so much, Jade. This has been so much fun. Thank you to the Sky VIP team for hosting this tonight. And remember that Serve with Jade Thirlwall starts on MTV June the 29th at 8:30 p.m. And there's loads of delicious extra bits and clips in there, so do not miss it, all right? Now have a great night. Thank you for watching. And I think we will end our evening as every good Friday night should, with an overexcited queen. See you later.